Darth Vader's life was marked by tragedy, loss, and ultimately failure. Today, we will be discussing the sad reality of Darth Vader's life. We will be doing this from the point of view that Vader, being in and of himself, his own person or entity, totally separate from Anakin Skywalker but living dormantly within. I believe we see proof of this in Return of the Jedi with Anakin's Force Ghost in the finale of Episode 6. I view Vader as living within Anakin in the prequels, then totally overtaking him at the climax of Revenge of the Sith. Following the events of Episode 3, we continue to see Vader as he wreaks havoc and spreads terror throughout the galaxy. We see the first hint of humanity and the very dim light of the now overtaken Anakin in The Empire Strikes Back. There, we see the slight fruition of Anakin living within the Dark Lord of the Sith. I believe this is all sparked by his battle with Obi-Wan on the first Death Star in Episode 4, A New Hope. Now I realize that Vader probably thought of Obi-Wan every single day since that battle on Mustafar, especially with the constant pain and lack of comfort in his cybernetic armor. But to feel his presence, to come face to face with his old master, I believe Anakin had to be in there somewhere, pleading for Kenobi's help. If you look at Anakin's fall in the prequels, you see it's always where Obi-Wan was absent. The first big event, when it directly correlates to the dark side, is when Anakin in Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, slays the entire tribe of Tusken Raiders on Tatooine after he attempts to save his mother Shmi from her captivity at the Tusken camp. I can understand killing in self-defense. It's obvious the Jedi feel the same way, but to kill for revenge in cold blood, and not just the ones directly involved in the transgression against Anakin and his mother, but the entire tribe, made up also of women and children, that is the true dark side. And that is when I believe Vader first showed himself. Up to this point in canon, of course. In Episode 3, while Obi-Wan lay unconscious, Anakin kills a defenseless and quite literally unarmed Count Dooku, all by Palpatine's provocation, I might add, but I believe it was the Vader inside that obeyed. We also see Palpatine manipulate Anakin as if he were talking straight to Vader inside as Episode 3 continues, all while Obi-Wan was absent. We do, however, get glimpses of Anakin after this and before the events of The Empire Strikes Back that I spoke about earlier, for example, in the form of Star Wars Rebels when Vader duels his old apprentice Ahsoka Tano. I think one of the biggest telltale signs of Anakin's re-emergence is in Return of the Jedi, when Vader expresses to Luke he doesn't know the power of the dark side, almost like he was pleading with Luke, and that he must, and that emphasis is added by Vader, must obey his master. Luke says he can feel the conflict in his father and to let go of his hate. Then Vader, or I believe Anakin, says, "It's too late for me, son." And of course, the quintessential moment when Vader forever dies and Anakin lives again and forevermore is when Luke is getting absolutely pummeled by Force lightning from Palpatine, and he is begging and pleading for his father's help, and the cry of the son sends the father running, where that is the death of Palpatine for the time being, and the death of his apprentice Darth Vader. Thank you guys for watching to the end of the video. Be sure to force push that thumbs up if you like the video. Click the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss out on a video. And remember, God loves you infinitely, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Star Lores with Rylo-Ken.